Yeah, we are live at 8:30. As we are on time, live at 8:30 on YouTube. Proud. You guys can hear me?
Yep.
Yes,
Yeah.
I can hear you.
All right. Josh, do me a favor. Why don't you introduce yourself? We'll just go one at a time. As a matter of fact, let me introduce myself first. Yeah, I'm Savon Smith, and I'm the founder of Founding Players and Savon's Academy Stars. Go ahead, Josh.
My name is Joshua D. Kayet. I'm one of Savon's former uh, basketball trainees, I guess. One of the kids he used to coach a while back, and since on, kept a relationship with my coach. But yeah,
Appreciate that, Josh.
hmm
Next in line, Anetta.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Anita Bourne. I'm a Savon. Savon and I are friends, and Savon have been very instrumental in helping me in finances as well as giving me direction in how to invest. Very small portion weekly whenever you have it. So that's how our friendship have grown. But I actually met Savon back in the summer months. I stayed at the condo in Jamaica, and that's how we actually met, and our friendship have grown into other areas.
Thank you, Anetta. Appreciate that. And Lou, if you could please introduce yourself.
Yes. Hi, everybody. My name is Lou Banks, and I met Savon back, I think, December of last year, way before COVID. And we were talking about Airbnbs. I am the CEO of My Safe Haven. We are fighting trafficking. And I met Savon, and he told me about the Airbnbs. So now we are the owners, well, we're leasing a property in Montego Bay, Jamaica. And I'm excited to be here because he's been very instrumental in helping us with our finances as well. So I would just like to say thank you for inviting me, Savon.
You're welcome. And thank all of you guys for being here. I really appreciate it. Our audience will grow. I haven't been on YouTube in quite some time. I have taken a second trip to Jamaica in the last month, but again, we haven't done anything on our YouTube live in a while. So we're just going to be on here for a short period of time to promote a seminar that I want to do next week, Sunday, which is a week from today, which is December 6th, on finance, teaching financial literacy. But before we get started in, shooting ideas out there, I want to say this live is for no promotional reasons. We're not giving out advice, no promotional advice, no advice to go and do anything we say. We just want to share information and let you guys know about blockchain technology and about stocks. So I'm not an advisor. So I'm not advising anyone. So just want to make that clear. Just sharing information. With that being said, Josh, let's start with you, Josh. You there?
yeah, I'm here.
Why don't you fill me in on what you've been doing with stocks lately? I know you're part of Forex as well. If you want to touch on that, you can too. Why don't you start and let us know what you've been doing with Forex and the stock market as well?
Yeah, of course. So lately, for the past few months since COVID first struck, I was introduced to Forex through a few basketball buddies and friends. Just some young kids just looking to put some extra pocket or some money in their pocket. And basically just saw that it was an opportunity to learn a lot about stuff they don't teach us in school, in regards to money and being financially literate. But basically, I'm just going ahead day by day through Monday and Friday, just trading on the Forex market, which is basically all the world's economy and currency that cycles through it all within one day. So it's like a $7 trillion industry, or a $7 trillion market that touches all the money in the world. And basically just learning how to read the charts, pinpoint entry points and stop losses, managing my risk, just learning how to be really responsible with money. And at the same time, learning how to read graphs and charts online to, get better at that. And then in with stocks, I'm starting to gain a little bit more knowledge on stocks. I'm starting to do option trades and hop a little bit into the cryptocurrency and Bitcoin market. But really, that's really it right now. Just kind of hopping into real estate, also some short sale real estate. So just trying to branch out my knowledge of, money and just the different ways of getting that money, and try and share that knowledge with, the kids coming up, and those that just want that type of knowledge.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, I'm proud of you, Josh.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely. Our basketball program was more than just to teach you guys how to play basketball. I was always pushing you guys to understand that there's more to life than just playing, just playing games, and I'm definitely proud that, you've taken the road that you're taking, and that is wonderful. So we have plenty more to come from you and everybody else, all the other basketball players. So again, I'm proud.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
No problem. Netta, why don't you let the people know how you briefly touched on it, but can you elaborate as far as the investments and how you got into it?
Well, not to overshare, but one of the things when you and I started communicating, it all started from the stay at the condo, and it led into other conversation about finance. And I believe I asked you, when I asked you what is the Founding Players, because I saw that was advertised on Airbnb, and you mentioned a portion of it went to the organization, and of course my inquiry minds, okay, well, what does the organization do? And you mentioned it teaches financial literacy for the inner city youth in the area that you're operating in, and I wanted to learn more about it, and that's how our friendship started, and you started to tell me about different stocks. Now, I've been in the workforce industry for some time now. I have a regular 401k and a retirement plan, all that good stuff. But outside of that, I didn't think that I would be able to, with my handheld device, deposit money into my account and, see a return, not to overshare, but there was one particular stock that I invested in, I want to say back on the 4th of November here, and it have grown tremendously. And that's just from, Savon making a suggestion, not telling me what to do, but hey, I feel good about this, check it out, do your research. Typically when Savon reach out and say, hey, do your research, check this out, I think this might be a good idea. So I'm very appreciative to all of the advice that he has given me. It's really up to the individual to take the information and do their own research and see if that's something that they want to get involved in. But yeah, I never thought of just be able to invest into my future long term at my handheld device. Traditionally, I've been in the workforce for many years again, and it just pretty much have come out of my pay. But now this is a different way to invest, and I'm actually enjoying it and watching my investment grow in my hands. So thank you, Savon.
Definitely, you're welcome. One of the great thing that we have going on our side as people is, we should, majority of us, if not all, it's hard for all, should definitely learn how to give a helping hand to each other. You know, I didn't know you from anywhere, and because of business, you stayed at the home, and I develop a relationship with anyone who I come across as long as that opportunity is there, because you never know who can help you get ahead in life. So, I'm thankful that I'm able to always help, you know, guys like Josh, and people like yourself, so that's what I'm about, is helping people. And I'm glad when someone is able to help me as well. One hand washes the other. So definitely proud.
Absolutely, you are appreciated. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. LJ, do me the honors. Elaborate on what you introduce yourself as. Hello? Lou, are you there?
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm here. Like I said earlier, my nonprofit is My Safe Haven, and I met Savan. And since we've been talking, he's been talking a lot about biochemical investments, Moderna. The
That's
stock
funny.
market was off the chart
You're funny.
right after Biden was elected because of that and Pfizer. So I took his advice and I have invested in Moderna because that's the way to the future. It's rising fast. And yes, I am dropping names because you gave me this tip and I want to give it to, the group that we're in. I think everybody should buy some stock and put a little bit of money on Moderna and Pfizer because that's going to blow up. And I want to thank you, Savan, because you kept drilling it into my head. You better get on board. You better get on board. And my team and I got together and put some money together and we invested in it, just like we do with everything else, the Airbnb. Now we're invested in the stock and the future. So we really appreciate you.
Yeah, no problem. And it's never too late. I got in pretty early, and it's all about long-term investment,
Yeah.
and there is, people that do their short-term, but I'm more of a long-term investor, just the same way I work with kids from age 7 and saw them turn into 17 and 18-year olds. That's a blessing for me to see children grow, over the years. So when it comes to investing in Moderna, as you mentioned, even though I got in early, it's never too late because me personally think that there's still high growth, in that company. Now, again, you mentioned the name, and by no means are we giving financial advice. We're just sharing, so we just want to make sure that's clear, you know, to everyone that's listening, that it's not financial advice. But
And
again,
we're all
there's
sharing
plenty
what
more growth.
our knowledge. You're
Yeah.
right.
Huh? There's plenty more growth in this company, so. And I say that because this company has not put out anything yet, and the numbers are high right now. So imagine when they do put put out their stuff.
And this is the first time the markets has been this high since 1984, I think. Just because of the thought of what could happen in the future. So it's just something, a food for thought, I would say. So
Well, I'll add this: don't reinvent the wheel. Don't try to spin a square. The
I,
world turns. So, you know, next week we're going to talk about, the blockchain technology, cryptocurrency, as well as stocks. And as I just mentioned, the world turns. You know, they were once typewriter, then came computers, and now blockchain technology. And we'll touch a lot on that, you know, on next week. You know, so just keep that in mind. Don't reinvent the wheel. There's always going to be something new coming, always. And right now, we're at a point where if you dedicate yourself to investing on a weekly basis, and you do that for the next 10 to 15 to 20 years, as long as you're dedicated, you're going to be okay.
Hey, Lou, I have a question for you.
Mhm.
So I know, we're careful as far as mentioning any particular stock because we're just having conversation. We're not endorsing anyone particularly. We don't want to get in trouble. I heard you
Right, right.
mention Pfizer, but again, this is just friends amongst friends sharing information. You can do
Exactly.
whatever you want with the information. My question for you, you mentioned Pfizer and Moderna. Right now, those are hot ticket because of what we're dealing with the COVID and the vaccine
Exactly.
that's potentially to come. Um, I'm I'm a little bit jealous, Savon. I don't think those was the ones that you mentioned to me or we talked about. Perhaps you did. I have to check my portfolio to see if I did, if I did not. But Lou, I thank you because now I will go ahead and make small investment in those if I have not done so already. And I was thinking of down that line as well, but I wasn't really sure. But now with the vaccine coming, yes, that is definitely something. If anyone who's looking to grow in this industry should put a couple dollars into.
Exactly. Because I've been working in the medical field for quite some time now,
Mm-hmm.
and I was a lab tech. So that is the way to go right now is biotechnology because look what we're dealing with. We're dealing with something that is way beyond any of our imaginations.
Absolutely.
So with something so near, a vaccine so near in the future that FDA has basically approved. And, people are really suffering from this. I just wanted to put it out there for our small group. Maybe we can capitalize off of something that really caused great pain in 2020, because we're going to come out of this. I just want us to be right there with all the other big politicians and everybody in Washington that is investing in biotechnology.
Um,
That is a great spin on it. We don't have to finish last. We can finish
Oh,
big if we use our innovative minds ahead like the rich do. You know,
exactly. Exactly.
um, like right now, my whole philosophy is, and I mentioned this to Savon because of COVID, the money that I will use and get glam nails and all that stuff that we do as women to well maintain, I've been putting it back into the stocks. So that's what I've been doing with the money, in my opinion, that I've probably have been wasted for the 20 plus years. And I haven't gotten any return for sitting in a nail salon for an hour and a half to get glam, but I am seeing my money now grow, like I said, in my handheld device. Lou, if it's okay with you, if Savon can share our information, I would definitely like to stay in contact with you so we can
I would
continue to share ideas. Because right now it's all about growth, not only for us, it's for our next generation, and to change a
exactly.
generation curse where you feel like you can be paycheck to paycheck. We have to show our grandchildren. I'm not sure I have grandchildren and our children a better way of living where you're just not dependent on that bi-weekly or semi-monthly or whatever pay frequency you receive.
Exactly. And Savon, by all means, it's okay to share my information. I'm out there. Like I said, I'm a 501c3
Mm-hmm.
nonprofit organization, and we're all about uplifting our females, especially trying to work together and, just uplifting each other. So, yes,
Absolutely.
Savon, please share my information with her.
all right. And Arnetta, you mentioned that I might have told Lou about stocks that I may not have told you about. And 100% in my record, anybody that I talk to,
Fact check.
share anything that I'm doing with, I have a history of holding records that shows that you got the same information that Lou Banks got.
Now,
Yeah,
Miss
It's
Lou,
a
what did
matter
I
of,
say? I said, unless I forgot. I did put that disclaimer out there. I said I
yes,
did have
you
to check
did.
my. I did say
Yes,
that.
you did. You had to fact check. So
I did say I don't recall, but I have to check to see if it's in my portfolio. I did say that.
I know you said it, but I'm still saying what I'm saying
You're just saying that
because
I have receipts.
because I say it to say this, which I'm glad it happened, because next week again we're going to be talking about blockchain technology and just the change that's happening that can help a lot of people wealth wise in the next couple of years. And the reason I'm touching on the fact that, yes, you said what you said to back yourself up, but we also want to be mindful that we don't miss the boat, on information that's given, and you go and you miss what's happening because we never really took the time to make sure that we are paying full attention to what Savon gave you. Hello?
I'm here. I'm listening
Yeah,
again.
I
I
said
said I
paying
have to
full
double
attention
check.
to what Savon gave you.
What was that, Savon?
I said, don't miss the boat by not paying attention to what Savon actually gave you that he is given to someone else.
Well, who knows? I'm already maybe on the boat. I'm not saying I missed the boat. I just have to confirm. I have a lot of stocks that I'm invested in. I don't remember them all off top of my head. So I may
And
be already on the boat. I maybe they have a toe on the boat.
and who went over all those stocks with you one by one, remember?
Savon, yeah.
Okay. Okay. So it's just a matter of you now continuing to put money in, you know,
Right.
$25 a week. It's up to you guys. We're at a place where we can manage our own money. We can learn to manage our own money. If you don't know how to manage your money, this is something that we can continue to learn on a daily basis or a weekly basis on the founding players. But okay, let's jump in with Josh. Josh, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
All right. Josh is a young man. Josh, how old are you?
22.
Josh is 22 years old. So this is all about Josh, meaning it's all about the young people coming up. You guys are the future. And this blockchain technology is going to change our lives, but more so you guys' lives. So we're going to need you, Josh, to jump on this blockchain technology, and we're going to need you to share that information with as many young people as possible who is willing to learn and who's willing to, have a prosperous future.
All right. Yeah, for sure.
So next week, Sunday, which is December 6th, we're going to get into all of that, and we will be sharing the information of where you can buy your cryptocurrencies and stocks and things like that. What you could download. We'll be sharing all that information with you guys next week, Sunday. So,
All right, cool.
yep. So hopefully we'll have you back next Sunday, Josh, and you can come in here. You can download a few things and get your portfolio cracking.
All right, bet.
Yes, sir. Anybody else have anything? Let's see if anyone out there have any questions. I think Marv asked the question. Mr. Dojo, Saint Cyr Dojo asked the question about. Let me go back real quick. I think he asked me how do you research, a good stock, and I basically wrote in there that you can research stocks on Robinhood, it definitely breaks down each company, over the last couple of years or whenever they IPO from beginning to present. Even before the company IPO, you can actually Google them and find out, what the company is about and what they do. And that's how you can gain knowledge of what you're investing in. But again, I'm not going to get into too much of that tonight. We're going to leave that for next week, because I want everyone to be able to learn right then and there and go home, do the research, and come back to us. So we won't get too deep tonight because we're going to be giving away too much. We want everybody to come back next week. But that's a hint. Get on Robinhood, download Robinhood. There you go. And learn a lot about different companies. Anybody else got anything?
No, I'm also good.
All right. Well, this was very brief and beneficial. Thank you guys for sharing, and appreciate you guys. And if you guys don't have anything else, we're gonna end.
Well, this was very informative. Look like we're on our path to wealth building, and I'm excited to be a part of it.
Yes, I'm excited to be a part of this journey with you guys.
Yeah, definitely. I can definitely tell you guys I look forward to next Sunday, because with the information that I've accumulated over this course of 2020 and towards the end this November going into December, I've gained so much more knowledge about the stock market and about blockchain technology. And I can tell you this, there's never been a better time to where you can actually grow your wealth.
Yes. Yep.
And just to leave you guys with this, I've been doing stocks for a while, and I see stocks go up, 50%, like 50%, 100%, 150, 200%. But hint, hint, that cryptocurrency going up 1,000%. So I think that's a telltale sign of what.
And that's another reason I'm glad I'm joining this, because my problem is I don't know when to buy and sell. So this is a learning event for me. And, this is going to be very informative. So I'm looking forward to next week that we can get this party started.
Yes, definitely. And we're going to have some knowledgeable people coming on to definitely share
And
their
educate.
experience with you guys.
Okay.
And
Sounds great.
this week, I challenge you guys to promote. We do have a flyer. I'm going to put it on the YouTube, but I challenge you guys to promote what we have coming for next week. And I'll do the same. I already have a few people that I know is going to be part of this seminar next week. So look out for our chat to be pretty much large next Sunday, December 6th. And I need you guys' help on that as well. I don't want to be the one just inviting people. Whoever is here tonight, please help me with the invitation, and share out the information, please.
Sure. Just shoot me a flyer and I'll share it on all my social medias. Sounds good.
Again, we're not going to count on social media. We're already on here. We're going to count on physically talking to people and telling people. I can tell somebody to invest $10 and it could turn into $1,000, but will they do it? I may have to hold their hand. So basically what I'm saying is, if we have 5 close friends that we know needs this information and need to invest because they really want to, let's get those people here next week. We don't want to put things on social media. A lot of people overlook things, and because there's many things out there that they just look at and they don't grab it and remember it. So I know for sure, if I told, like I brought you guys here, that's how we want to do this for next week. I brought you guys here. So let's find a couple people.
I'm going to do that too, Savan, but I have a social media that's different. It's called What's Up in the D. And people listen and pay attention to that one particular social media. And that's the one I'm going to share it on because they're always looking for something to help them get out of the hole that we found ourselves in right now. So we're working with Detroiters, getting their water shut. I mean, the people that water is shut off, we're working with them to get their water turned back on. We have a lot going on that one particular social media. So I want to bring like-minded people into this discussion, just as those people are that's following me on that one social media. I'm not talking about the one where we laugh at all the crazy stuff and talk about nothing, but I'm talking about something that's going to be informative. And what we're doing is very informative. So just give me a flyer and let me do my thing.
I'm gonna give you a promo video and let you do your thing.
Hey, that sounds good too.
All right. I'm gonna go do my thing and keep making money this week.
Okay, we'll do that together.
All right, you guys have a good night out there. For those of you who's in our chat, if you can make sure that you actually hit the like button for us, please. And we will upload some information on our upcoming seminar for next Sunday, December 6th. And please do us a favor and share it with your family and friends. Thank you. You guys have a great night. We appreciate every single one of you. Signing out, guys.